All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and as part of the Rankin Technical College AWD, or Application and Website Development Program, and in particular the AWD1100 C# Programming Fundamentals class, I've been doing a series of video presentations based on the book that will be used for that class. As you can see here, it's Muroc C# 2015. The book has 26 chapters, and I've done the first 4. And in between some of the chapters, I've been also doing a program based on a payroll system. So, before I head into Chapter 5, which I don't think I have up yet. No, I don't. And Chapter 5 will be on how to code control structures. But before I get into that, all right, I'm jumping back into my payroll program. I've made changes to it so it now looks like this. I've added group totals, but I've got to go in and when I calculate my employee, which is spelled wrong, when I calculate my employee gross, all right, in here, what do I want to do? Well, I want to add a couple more variables. How's that? And one will be, I need total employees, total gross, average gross. All right, so let's add those now. The first will be an int for tot employees. Let's just call it tot-emps so you can keep this, equals 0. Why? Because that's the total number of employees we have. All right, we'll have another decimal. We'll call that tot payroll, and we'll set that equal to 0m. And we'll have another decimal, which we'll call AVG payroll, and we'll set that equal also to 0m. All right, now those have got the green squigglies because they're not being used yet. Now, every time I do figure out a gross pay, which will be right here, so it worked, what can I do? Well, I want to say my total employees, I can add 1. So tot-emps, I can do a plus plus on tot-emps. This total payroll and average payroll, the total payroll pretty much, when you think about it, the total payroll is what's called an accumulator. So I can take tot payroll and I can say plus equal gross pay. So I'm adding the current gross pay to my total payroll. All right, and let's see, my average payroll will be equal to my total payroll divided by my total number of employees. All right, so I've got that done. So this will be individual values, and add them as necessary. So I'm just going to do this. This will be total values. So this is text box what did I call these? How's that? That's text box total, what is that? Employees. Boy, oh boy, let's see. So that's text box total employees dot text is text equals tot payroll dot toString, and that'll be a C for currency. All right. Then next, I'll need text box. So what this is text box. Total of all gross pays. And this is total of average of all gross pays. Okay. Okay. That'll be the total payroll. And this last one will be, instead of total, this will be the average of all gross pays. I think that's correct now. All right. The other thing I will have to do, so that'll be for the totals, but I've also got that new button in here now, clear employee totals. So I will have to say well, I'm going to have to take those three variables. I don't have to do it this way, but this is the way I'm going to do it because we haven't gotten into more sophisticated programming yet. I'm going to take these and I'm going to make them all global. Okay? So these will become global variables. Right there. And these will become global constants. There. All right. Now I should be able to go out and use those in here and say totemps equals 0. Total payroll and average payroll should both be 0. Plus I need to clear out those text boxes, so we'll take a look at this in just a minute. So what this is doing, these 6 lines right here, they are coming in and saying blank these out, so there'll be nothing in those boxes, plus the variables that hold the values, reset those to 0. So let me add one more comment there. 0 out global variables, blank out associated text boxes. All right, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to try to keep this real simple. Okay? I'm going to create 3 different employees. Mary Smith, Tom Jones, Kelly Clark. All right, so that'll be the first and last name. So let's do this. First name, oops. This will be the last name. Hours or hours worked. This will be the rate. This will be the gross. Okay. That should all make sense, hopefully. And we'll say the first one, Mary Smith will work 40 hours at $10 an hour, so her gross should be $400. Then we'll have Tom Jones. He'll work 20 hours at $10 an hour, and he'll make $200. Then we'll have Kelly Clark, who will work 10 hours and will make $30 an hour and should make $300. All right, so when we get all done, the totals let's just make this nice and small. F name, L name, hours, rate, gross, total employees. This will be 1. After we do that one, it'll be 2. And after we do that one, it'll be 3. Then we need a total gross and an average gross. Let's just put here TEMPS. T gross. So that's the gross from all employees. And we'll put in here AV for average gross. So when we get done with this, there's just 1 employee, so that's $400. Here we've got 2 employees, so that's now $600. And here we've got 3 employees, so that's now $900. All right. And our average, just a smidge, that'll be 400. 400 and 200 is 600, and the average is 300. And here it should stay that way. In fact, let's change this a little. Let's make it 20. So that'll be 600. And this will end up being 1200. And the average will be 400. In fact, we'll make it even bigger. 30 times 30, which will be 900. 400 and 600 is 1,900. And 1,900 divided by 3 should be $666.67. These are all, I think they're all right. Except it's not right there. Total gross, average. Yeah, that's right. So the totals, again, there will be 3 employees. Their total gross should be 1,900. And their average gross should be 666.67. So let's try this and see if it works. All right, so save this, run the program again. All right, we'll try to keep open, but it'll keep closing over here. So we've got Mary Smith 40 and 10. There we go, that's what I wanted. Mary Smith 40 and 10. Well, that's wrong. You can see that. All right, so that's got to be the number right there, so I'll have to change that. Then we will clear this employee. Then Tom Jones, 20 and 10, calculate. That's now correct. Clear it again. Oopsie. What the hell did I do? All right. Let's fix a couple things here, because we're almost finished. All right, so this is not toad payroll. This is toad imps. All right, and that will not be a C. That will just be an N0, because that's the total number of employees. All right, let's try this again. Okay, save. I don't care that much about the names, so I'm going to push that over so I can see this. All right. John Smith. So 40 and 10. 1, 400, 400. That's correct. Just make it Mary Smith. And she worked 30 hours, let's say, and made $20 an hour. So that's now 2. Well, it was 600 and 400, so that is correct. And the last one we'll make Mary Jones. And we'll make this 30 and 30. And I guess I did a wrong math problem there, but 3, 1900, and that should be 633.33. All right, clear. That goes back. So run it again. Okay, so now there's something screwed up. Okay, I think I know what it is, but we'll find out in a second. Clear out all employees. We should probably also clear out the current employee. So clear out current employee, and that'll be text box first name dot text equals nothing, text box last name dot text equal nothing, text box hours worked dot text equals nothing, text box hourly rate dot text equal nothing, and text box gross pay dot text equal nothing. All right. And then finally, I also want to set the focus to text box first name dot focus. All right, I think that's everything. We're going to find out. So file, save all. Let's run it again. Let's actually try to use what I had in here. Right? So we have Mary Smith 4010. All right. right, calculate 400, 400. Of course, that would be correct. Tom Jones, 2010. Something is goofed up there. Input string was not in correct format. Because I've gotten that error more than once, so. It looks like it's putting it right there. Oh, because I think it's because there's nothing there. All right, so we'll set that back to 0M. We'll set that to 0M. All right. Then after we do that, I don't know if that's going to really change anything though. Let's see. I know what the problem is, but I'm trying to figure out how to explain it using the principles we've learned so far only. First, let me check my time. 21 minutes. I'll be back in a couple minutes.